The president of Gabon, Ali Bongo Ondimba, is expecting his country to play a key role on the world stage as the Central African country assumes the presidency of the United Nations Security Council. Mr. Ondimba says that Gabon is supporting NATO on Libya as Mr. Gadhafi refuses to relinquish power. Ndiho has the story.
In a keynote speech on U.S.-Africa relations at the Atlantic Council, President Ali Bongo Ondimba said that Africa is becoming more active on the world stage and with regard to Libya.
As a member of the United Nations Security Council and current holder of the rotational presidency, Gabon has a key role to play. The Arab Spring, and in particular, the events in Libya have demonstrated clearly the developmental challenge that faces Africa as a whole. The obvious failures of governments to deliver a true social contract for their people are the root cause of the events we have witnessed.
President Ondimba says that Africans expect their leaders to govern with a vision and to understand that democracy today is not just about having elections, but building democratic institutions. But he says that the full realization of this democratic ideal can be sometimes difficult.
You should encourage and support those of us who genuinely respect democratic principles and the rule of law. Respect for national institutions cannot be separated from the respect for individuals. While we leaders are expecting, as I said before, to govern with vision, our respect for institutions is the ultimate safeguard for stable and strong democracies and the ultimate security for citizens to know that their collective will is taken into account.
Historically, Gabon has depended on timber and manganese until oil was discovered offshore in the early 70s. Gabon is trying to diversify its economy amid declining oil production. President Ondimba says that telecommunications industry in Africa is more important than ever before.
Telecommunications is probably the most widely known success story on the African continent, and at the same time, directly contributed to the revolution in North Africa. Today, a rural farmer or herder can use his mobile phone to call ahead to market towns and find out where he can find the best price for his goods. He can leverage this information to bargain with buyers. In the same way, social activists can communicate and coordinate dissent, circumventing the requirement for physical contact and making it difficult for governments who wish to quell opposition to do so.
Gabon has long depended on oil and gas as its main source of income. The Central African country is ranked third largest producer of oil in Africa, but the country's petroleum output has been declining for years. On paper, Gabon enjoys a per capita income 4 times that of most sub-Saharan African nations. But because of income inequality, a large proportion of the population remains poor. And President Ondimba acknowledges that the development of Gabon still has a long way to go. Ndiho, VOA News.